If you're having paranormal issues, contact us at mwghosthunters.com. From the files of the Midwest Ghost Hunters.
All right, Midwest Ghost Hunters site investigation, recorder 1.
Oh, Dustin, right there. Something just moved behind you.
Yes, it did.
What the was that?
What happened?
Something touched my ear, man.
What's that?
This is Dark Matter with Midwest Ghost Hunters.
We're still working through just a big synopsis of different EVPs and experiences that we have had here at Pythian Castle. That's where we podcast from every Sunday here in Springfield, Missouri. And, we've investigated here. We've caught lots of stuff. I mean, lots of stuff during the podcast that we've isolated that we can play. There have been some one-off times when John's been here helping, Melissa close the castle at night after all their tours. We just have a lot of EVPs left to play. And this, by the way, this castle that we're in right now, it wasn't in this room, but this is the only place that I have ever felt touched before, ever.
Cold phalanges.
There's been another place that you've been touched. Didn't you get touched at Willard when the exit was made just before the
That was
the door was closed?
That was the door.
I did.
The door closed on you, right?
Yeah, but I didn't feel.
I was.
That just felt like a door. This felt
That
like
happened
cold.
to me in Willard.
This felt like cold fingers here.
Cold
that happened.
phalanges.
Yeah, and that
I'm
happened.
just misremembering then.
At the room, across the way, but it happened here, and that's the only time I've ever had that. We found a few here that John, you may have to set this one up. Was this from? Were you helping Melissa on this one too?
Melissa and I are going through, and Tamara was out of town this night. Tamara was out of town, and so Melissa was going to be closing the castle. So that means that Melissa's going to be the only person here. She didn't really want to do it by herself, so she sent a message to our entire group, and I was the one who could actually make it that night. So I went out and I brought a recorder with me as we're going through, and she thought that was kind of weird, but I said, I want to catch any audio that happens. You'll hear me or Melissa jabbering. That's what it is. From that, but I remember her and her mom.
Okay,
There's so much.
So there's a whisper and a.
There is, but the one that's more is the one that says, her mom.
Yeah, I hear the whisper first.
I've never
Ghosted your mama joke?
I've never heard this. And if I've heard this, I forgot about it, but that's really good.
Yeah, we played it. It's just been a long time ago. Let's play it again because there's a lot happening in this 7 seconds. Let's do it again.
From that, but I remember her and her mom.
So weird.
What is that last?
Listen, but the first one says, her mom.
I heard
and
that.
The other one
That's
says,
very-
her mom. It does. I'm not kidding.
I didn't hear that.
Both of them do. There's a her mom afterwards.
He's talking about the noise at the end.
I know.
Foghorn. That's not just a foghorn. That's a her mom. Listen again.
Let's do it again.
From that, but I remember her and her mom.
There's whispering before.
Yes.
There's whispering.
Yes.
There's whispering in the background
you have three,
before.
You have three different
things happening all at the
EVPs in a
same
7
time.
second EVP.
Not gonna
7
lie, I
seconds.
never heard the foghorn sound because I was so focused on the whisper every time.
Because there's a whisper, and then there's a her mom, and then the her mom. All of those happen.
I was so focused on like the
Do it
creepy
so
hurt
fucking
mom.
Do it one more time.
I'm gonna do it again.
From that, but I remember her and her mom.
What is that first thing? Is that
like a-
Melissa?
There's some sort of a whisper.
Okay, so I hear whispering at the very beginning, and then just before the foghorn, I hear the creepy demony summonsing,
Yeah, I heard that.
and then the foghorn.
It's like a
but then you
it's like a
also-
chorus of
you
ad
also
lib
hear
guys.
the
You
whisper
don't hear the whisper, Mom?
of her. Her mom is whispered as well.
That may be what he's calling the demon sound.
No, he's talking about that incantation type sound.
Yeah,
I think.
there's also chanting happening.
The one that made the one that made the furniture start floating.
Let me do it again. This thing's only 7 seconds long, but there's like a million fucking things happening at the same time. I want to do it again.
From that, but I remember her and her mom. The demon incantation I didn't even pay any attention to because that's the same thing that we always get. I mean, that's that.
If you've heard one demon incantation, you've heard them all.
Well, but I mean, but that's a pretty standard
We get
normal
that
thing
shit
here
all the time.
Yeah, that's the do you always get here?
Yeah, that's nuts.
Oh, and sounded like two people harmonizing.
That EVP is crazy. I don't remember hearing it.
marking stuff there. Okay.
He's slamming that flag button down.
Like you should slam that like button.
There's several on this one
Disappointed.
too. So on this EVP, it's labeled. It comes in after John says "living ladies."
And he would be far better off to spend the time with his living ladies than that. And I know that sounds awful to say that.
Okay. Yeah, I heard that.
There's something back there. I don't think we're going to top the first one.
That's nuts.
Sounded like intrigue. You said living ladies. She said, ooh.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm still stuck on the first one. I can't get my head past that one. Okay, so on
Do you realize that we have so many EVPs here that inside an EVP we're debating what's the best EVP that happened inside? I mean, the fact
Well,
that
there's
anything
three
says
fucking
her mom is incredible.
I like the her mom whisper is really good, but the thing at the end is just so strange sounding. The idea of that's one of you guys just going.
No, it's not.
You guys ever played Doom 3?
You know that I have.
Have you played Doom 3?
Not the third one.
All right, so if you get on YouTube and look up like when a demon spawns in Doom 3,
Is that what it sounds like?
Yeah, no, there's incantation. That's when you know shit's about to go down.
it sounds exactly like
It does.
what we hear.
It does.
Exactly. Like the devs nailed that.
That's what a real demon incantation sounds like.
It really is. How do I not remember any of these?
Because a lot of this we weren't here for one thing.
Well, we were. That was me. That was me.
He got flagged. He got flagged.
I'm just ready to go.
It's funny. He thinks that sound. Tyler went, and all John did was went.
That was another game sound. It sounded like the boomer from Left 4 Dead.
For the people listening, just so you know, we're trying to be better about not constantly saying, "Did you hear that? What was that?" We're trying to be better at that. So we've discovered on the equipment that we've been using for how long now?
10 years?
Not that long, but a while.
I've always known it's there.
Well, fuck, I didn't.
And a lot of times I have been secretly using that for a long time. I just haven't been announcing what I was doing.
Just when you thought he was reaching for a sound key.
Right.
So-
So that's part of what I would do if I heard something that was super pronounced. That's how I can pull up those EVPs so fast as I bit boom, boom, boom.
So now,
It's super useful. We're starting to use that.
what we're doing now is instead of saying, "What was that? Did you hear that?" is we're just giving John a hand signal and he's marking it on the digital recording so it can be revisited later.
Because there's no point in us going, "Did you hear that? Listen." Because there's
It
not going to
never
happen
happens
again.
again. Yeah. So anyway, that's I guess what did Tyler do? Did he have a?
Tyler burped. You
John
got
was
to
gonna mark it.
You got to keep that in.
Had a Demogorgon moment.
John was he looked up over his glasses and it was just minimized.
So casual.
Minimized to a wrist flip.
Okay, here we go. Here's another one. This EVP says what it's marked as saying possibly hey.
Sounded like it was in there.
Let me play that again. Hang on. Let me do that again.
Sounded like it was in there.
Got nothing.
You didn't hear that at the end?
There's
Okay,
something
now,
there.
hang on. Listen to it again at the end. See at the end if it doesn't sound like you hear the whisper. And if you didn't hear a whisper, you're probably not going to hear it at all. And it may be my ears playing tricks on me. See if it sounds like it says over here.
Sounded like it was in there.
Right there? Did you hear
There's
it?
something.
I
There's
hear
something there.
like a little squeak, like a.
No, this is not that. That's the floor. Hang on. Let me do it one more time.
Sounded like it was in there.
There.
I don't hear anything.
I don't hear anything at all.
Am I the only one that hears it?
No, I can hear something because I heard it then and I heard it now because that's whenever I was the guy that marked that.
I just hear something touching the recorder.
Okay. Well, if anybody listening hears that, then you can pick up on what it's saying and let us know. Let's go on to the next one.
Who's here?
Okay.
There sounds like it's a wow or something.
Let me. I heard something
that at the
before
end,
that.
but before that, I
Yeah.
heard something.
Let's do it again.
Who's here?
This time I only heard the one at the
Yeah, I
end.
didn't hear
me
it this
too.
time. It was wow.
Oh, wow. Is that Owen Wilson?
Oh wow.
Yeah, okay. There's no need to play it again. I only heard it at the end that time.
I will tell you that a lot of times when this happens, when I play it back as I'm editing the podcast, you do hear it on the first time and you don't hear it on the second time, which leads me to believe that the EVP occurs
In here. That
here.
could be. They could have been. Here's another one. The EVP comes in after someone mentions a bullet.
It would do as much damage as a bullet or more.
It was
Way back there.
Unfortunately, it happened while you were talking, I believe. I'll do it again.
It would do as much damage as a bullet or more.
Yeah,
there.
there's whispering behind you when you
Bullet
said
and then
that.
or more.
Okay, here is the EVP right here. I did want to mention.
That's it. Hey,
Oh yeah, I
right.
heard it. Yeah.
So that was during a podcast. Go on to the next one. This is also during one of the podcasts.
Jogging.
Well, you were right. What was that?
What was that? That thing.
We heard it. On this fold, you're going to have to remind me what the hell. What is this Guides Gone Wild? What is that? The Guides Gone Wild? What the hell
When
was that?
Tamara would go out of town, a lot of the guides got together and they would stay here at the castle. And that's what this is. This is several of the ghost guides. They all stayed the night. And I asked Melissa, I said, hey, would you mind rolling audio for us that night?
Okay, well, this is a whisper that they caught during that night.
Or it gets left on never, and then the screen never shuts down, so it's just fighting to keep
What
up
the
with
fuck?
the energy.
Hang on.
That's what happened.
Whoa. How come I don't remember that?
What the fuck was that?
Yeah, no, that was all part of the Guides Gone Wild.
Yeah, that's what happens.
No, I mean, it's not new.
You know what he said?
You get what you get, you don't
Did you
throw
hear
a
what he
fit.
just said? He said, yeah, that was just all part of the Guides Gone Wild.
I mean,
I don't think I've ever heard that
We got
before.
so much stuff here
That actually gave me chills.
Yeah, that was creepy as shit. That
Like
was
just
really
when you
long.
thought it was finished.
I'm gonna play it again. Let's do it. Let's do it again because that's fucking scary.
Or it gets left on never, and then the screen never shuts down, so it's just fighting to keep up with the energy.
That's what
happened.
All right. What the fuck is that? Have
When
we
the demon-
played this?
Yeah, we played this. This was all covered on our Guides Gone Wild.
I don't remember the Guides Gone Wild episode.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Well, Melissa was here because she got so pissed off because I called it Guides Gone Wild. I quit calling it that because
Because of the implication.
she's like, we didn't do anything. You just named it that. It was just us.
I'm picturing people outside throwing beads at the castle.
Well, that's exactly what she was talking about. She's like, I don't want people to think that's what we did, and so I didn't.
I've got to play. I got to hear that shit
Yep.
again. Hang on,
Melissa.
a second.
We played this before.
All right, I'm listening again one more time because that's like a
That's nuts.
That's like a horror movie.
And then Melissa didn't like listening back to it because she would stay here several times, and you know
That's also understandable.
Well, whatever that is pretty fucking close.
It's close and it's really scary sounding.
Let's do it again.
Or it gets left on never, and then the screen never shuts down, so it's just fighting to keep up with the energy.
That's
what happened.
So
Sounds like
I
a
see
fucking death rattle.
That's so much wind up.
yeah, that's what I was going to say. It starts a lot earlier.
Yeah, and whatever it is, I can see it. It's very bony, and it's in a white outfit.
It's bony. There's no way this thing's obese.
Yeah.
It's going to be overkill, but I do want to play it one more time.
I do know what you mean.
I do. I can too. I got to play it again. Here we go.
Or it gets left on never, and then the screen never shuts down, so it's just fighting to keep up with the energy.
That's
what happened.
That's fucking nuts.
It's the type of exhale you do to like wipe your glasses.
I know you said that this was part of the Guides Gone Wild 1 hour special we did, but I don't remember
Is
it.
this like the Star Wars Christmas special?
I don't remember ever
remember
hearing this.
that.
This is like a special that's lost media.
I'm sure I've heard it because I can look at it
There
and
was
tell.
all kinds of cool
I've read
stuff
it.
we caught in the Guides Gone Wild episode.
But that right there is just fucking nuts. That's nuts. Okay, here's one when we refer to the Queen Suite, what are we talking about?
it's upstairs. That's the one that's got the canopy.
Oh, the bed. Yeah. Okay, let's see what we got in that one. That's the same.
Melissa and I had a conversation about this. I said, here's what I want you to do. I said, I want you, when you go to sleep, I want you to press record on that and record what happens when you're asleep in this room.
That's when she was sleeping?
She was sleeping.
Oh, fuck.
And so she said, I think that's a really bad idea. I said, no, it's fine. And she said, no, it's really a bad idea to do. I said, Chris said it's just great. Chris said there won't be any problems with it at all. So just go ahead and record because I needed the audio.
Play it again. With that context in mind, she's sleeping. Okay, because there's also clearly moving around going.
I was going to say,
but they also have dogs. There's also dogs that are there in the room. So some of the movement could be dogs, and I'm just going to attribute it to dogs, even though I don't think it is. It doesn't.
Yeah, it sounds like
you heard the seance.
Right.
I didn't hear anything.
And some of it, they're not
whispering.
I just heard movement. I don't
Some
hear
of them-
whispering.
no, we'll play it again then.
Some of them, they're not sleeping. It's been so long since this has been processed that I don't know exactly what it was.
Okay, let's do it again. And can you point it out to him this time? Same.
I heard it that time.
Yeah, it sounds like she's getting cursed to never wake up.
It's better than the Baka Waka or whatever the fuck that thing was.
Yeah. Waka waka. Yeah. Waka waka. Waka waka.
Yeah, waka waka.
Here's an unknown whisper.
Where's your brother?
I heard it there too.
There it is again.
Yeah. Did you? Let's do it again.
Where's your brother?
Okay. I hear two different. Do you hear the?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
No.
Then you also hear the whisper.
Yes. The whisper and then the ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
No, I don't hear.
I don't hear the scat ghost.
Yeah, the scat man.
Scat man. Let's do it again.
Where's your brother?
I'm hearing.
It's actually occurring over the top of each other.
I'm hearing Scatman on my right, and I'm hearing the imp.
Where's your brother? Scat boop beat him.
It sounds like. We could put that in a Morse code translator and get something out of it.
Are you hearing it though? No, you don't. What do you not hear?
I don't hear Scatman.
You don't?
I don't know. Yeah. It's,
How? Okay, let's do it.
Where's your brother?
Did you hear it that time?
Why?
Do you hear it?
Yeah.
What do you hear?
I like what he said. It does kind of sound like Morse code.
Yeah, I can hear that.
Somebody,
Yeah. Hearing some dots and dashes in there.
All right, last time. Here we go.
Where's your brother?
The whisper is more prominent. You can hear it better, but you can hear someone scatting away in the back. I can.
my two favorites are the one we started with and the Guides Gone Wild whisper, because those are quality.
Both scat and Morse code would be appropriate.
I can hear both. Yeah.
In the time period of World War II.
I would have never thought of Morse code, but it does sound like that. Found some here that are just, oh man, I don't remember them, but I'm going to play them anyway. I got to start with the one called Ghost Opens Pepsi. See what we got here. Saturn's laws of physics. You know,
In respect to like the gravitational.
Did you hear a ghost opening a Pepsi?
I did.
What the fuck?
I heard it.
I didn't hear it.
I heard it. It's at the
In the
start.
background.
Okay, hang on. By Saturn's laws of physics. You know,
In respect to like the.
that could be anything.
It could be a Sprite.
Here's one that's a growl. Let's see what we got on here. If you're one of those who feel vulnerable to that kind of thing, you might set it out. We don't feel vulnerable to that kind of thing.
Have we
Did you
ever
just hear that?
That was like right between you and I.
Yes, it was a why.
I remember this.
yeah.
I remember this. Let's do it again.
This is in the old room.
Yeah. If you're one of those who feel vulnerable to that kind of thing, you might set it out. We don't feel vulnerable to that kind of thing.
Have we
Did
ever
you
just hear that?
That was like right between you
Yes,
and I.
yep.
Okay, I remember that one. Got some whispers here. Kind of like sometimes you can hear Herbert the Pervert.
There's a guy
Family Guy.
that
his anniversary of his death.
I didn't hear.
Did you hear that?
What was it?
Whisper.
It was a.
I do remember this one, I believe. Let me just play it, and then we can break it down after. What's up? So when you listen to our podcast, listen a little bit behind us. We're like one of those 90s 3D posters. You have to kind of look through it before you can see the dolphin with the umbrella. You got to kind of listen behind our voices, and you will absolutely hear stuff, because we've heard a ton. So for whatever reason, I was just reading through the body of the email you sent. It was playing us back. It sounded like us backwards.
Yeah. It just sounded like John talking backwards.
It was backwards talking. Like, it sounds like one of those albums you play backwards.
Can we? Do you?
I just remember John saying there wouldn't be any way that could happen.
No.
If you email that to me, I can reverse it.
Okay.
And then we'll know what.
Well, then what we're saying
us.
backwards.
No. I'll cut that. I'll keep only the portions in between us, and then reverse it, and then we'll know for sure.
It is us, but what are we saying?
Right. Now, why know that? Why the fuck is
what
it
he's
backwards?
trying to find out.
I don't know.
The thing is, I was always operating off of one file. So had I done something, and there's stuff in Adobe Audition that you can reverse stuff with one click of a button, but it would reverse everything because I was working off of the one master file that was on.
It's just strange that it's overlaid on top of us.
Right.
Was the whole episode like that?
No, just that clip.
What the hell? That's weird. It's
Yeah, I don't
sounding.
know. I don't know. Got a bunch. It's just so hard to pick because that guide's gone, wow, man, that was a home run. I don't even remember that fucking thing that we played a little bit ago. This is the one. Okay. Let me just play it.
Probably been 5 or 6 different things.
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, hell yeah, I'm sure it is. Did you hear what we were listening for there? Let's do it again. Ah, fuck.
Probably been 5 or 6 different things.
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, hell yeah, I'm sure it is.
I hear something.
It's called Demon Sounding Okay over the top of Dustin. And here, let me one more time. I'll point to you.
Probably been 5 or 6 different things.
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, hell yeah, I'm sure it is. I don't know what it is.
Didn't hear what I heard earlier.
Here's one more.
My iPhone that's long gone.
I was gonna say that was. What the fuck was that?
What'd you hear? I heard something
Like a dragon breath?
Did you hear that? No.
Did you just hear that?
again?
Yeah.
Yeah, it went.
The one right before
Dude,
that
it
though
was
sounded
so
like
creepy. Like, I got chills from that.
That was a Shaun of
it
the
was
Dead
a
voice.
deep. Yeah. I just want to point out we got on a soapbox earlier about not saying, did you hear that and what was that? All of these were saying that like 500 times.
Yeah.
This
but
was
this
before.
is something. There's something there.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it.
What
again.
got me laughing was after it happened, Dustin goes, "My God."
My God, man. I remember this, though, because, like, I heard it.
Let me play it again.
My iPhone that's long gone.
I was gonna say that was. What the fuck was that?
What'd you hear? I heard something
Like a dragon breath? Was that him? I said, my God.
Yes.
Because there was this loud.
There's an army of these in the Guides Gone Wild folder. There's a whole just
My
bizarre.
Guides Gone Wild folder has 7 clips in it, and I played them all.
All right. Well, then maybe that was the.
Did you hear that? I hate to say it, but did you just fucking hear that?
Yeah.
Did you hear that? That sounded like
I
that.
heard something.
I didn't hear anything.
Oh no, I did. That's why it's marked.
Okay. Now these, I remember, and I'm not going to tell you what the name of it is.
Something could walk in that door right now and say, "I'm going to murder you all." And John would go,
Mark. Okay, listen to this one.
that was loud, guys.
That was loud.
I don't have my headphones on. I could only
What
hear
was
it
that
through
one?
his.
Did you hear that one?
It was
Frogman.
Yep, that was the Frogman.
That's the
I
Frogman.
did hear that one.
Did you hear it in the back?
Yeah. I
Do it
remember.
again.
That was loud, guys.
That was loud.
I don't have my headphones on. I could only
What
hear
was
it
that
through
one?
his.
Did you hear that?
Remember Sling Blade? Whenever he would show up on these things,
Oh yeah.
he would come in and go, "Baby, you would." I mean,
So, what is? Did you? Okay, I'm not going to say it. Motherfucker. I don't remember what this one. Here it is. This is it. This is the Sling Blade guy. I want to play this one. Listen to this shit. If it's the way I remember it, listen to it. Aggressive. We're following people.
yes.
In our. What was that? All right, I'm going to play it again. Here we go. Aggressive. We're following people.
Yes.
In our. What was that?
It was even louder than I remember. Chris at the end just goes, "What was that?" He says it so quickly.
Oh shit! What the hell would that be?
Oh my God. My head hurts.
So fucking ridiculous.
It's from laughing so hard.
Okay, so a lot of times I'm gonna look for.
How do we move past
Holy
that?
shit.
How do we move past that?
That's my new favorite clip.
I gotta compose myself.
So one of our characters, we're gonna spend the rest of the time on this one fucking dude, is the old man that we've caught so many times.
He's always in here. And there was one time that you were gone, and it was a New Year's Eve podcast, and I think Tyler was here, and it was me, Tyler, and Dustin. I think that was who was here, and I said something, and I said, "Did you just hear that?" And Dustin's like, "What was that?" I said, "The old man." He said, "The old man, my main man."
It had been a while since you've been on. I remember that too. I've got so many tagged.
The old man is everywhere. He's everywhere.
So many. I've got so many tagged as old man. Okay, I'm just gonna pull it up, play it. Let's see what we got here. John pointed out it's going to be tougher investigating a sports bar than it is a bridal store, because a bridal store is closed, at 7 o'clock at night, whereas a sports bar isn't going to be closed. Did you hear something? It sounded like
an extra voice.
No, I wasn't even listening. I heard it back there, but that's not our best. That's not our best example.
It sounded like a frail.
Yeah, he sounds like he's aged a little.
Okay, let's try this one. Is this an enhanced?
Is it on a different?
No.
Oh, what was that?
Old man.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Try it again. Hang on. Is this an enhanced?
Is it on a different?
No.
Oh, what was that?
Old man.
I heard that.
Yeah.
That was the classic old man standing up out of the lazy boy. I think, John, this is the one. Maybe not.
I know which one this is.
Let me play it and see if this is it.
Action with the rest of the population. There were reports. There was again.
Old
Can I
man
please
again.
finish my story? God damn.
I didn't even hear it that time. Did you? I wasn't listening. Hang on. I was listening, but I was listening at the wrong time. Let's try it one more time.
Action with the rest of the population. There were reports. There was again.
Old
Can I
man
please
again.
finish my story? God damn.
There's certain times we come in and do the podcast where it's nonstop.
Yeah.
I mean, it just doesn't stop. And so Tyler, I sent this message to Chris. I said, this is the very first ghost hunter in American history who's angry because he's getting EVPs.
So looking through these folders, it's more overwhelming than I even thought it was going to be to pull some of these out. We've hit some of those really good ones today, but there are so many more. Over the course of the next week, I'm going to go through all of these. I'm going to pull them into a folder. That way, whenever we come back, we'll just have the best of the best, because I can't even relate to you how overwhelming it is looking through here. And
I brought you 176 alone, and you're beyond what I brought.
Yeah, and I've got every email that we've ever had that has probably 7 or 8 each on it. So let's go ahead and let's spend I'm going to spend the rest of the week, and if anybody remembers one that pops up maybe that happened during the podcast, we still got the Mr. Boots from the tunnel. We'll bring that in. We've got a lot left from our review of some evidence from Pythian Castle, and we'll pick it up next week.
More Dark Matter from Pythian Castle in Springfield, Missouri coming up next week with Midwest Ghost Hunters.